because this one's really important. Uh, so when I talk to agents about admin, and more specifically when I talk to them about hiring VAs, they're under the impression that it's an expense as opposed to like an investment in their company. Where I look at it as definitely an investment, because you guys are able to do things that I can't do. Like I do not know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do that. And like in the stuff that 𝙈𝙤𝙪𝙧 runs, like I don't know how to do like massive email campaigns. I don't know how to do data aggregation. I don't know how to run CRMs, right? I am not good at social media. Jessica, you take care of social media. Like I hate posting. The reason I hate posting in social media is because if I start posting in social media, before I know it, all I'm doing is just watching reels. You know, like I get sucked in. That's funny that you're giving that face. Do you get sucked in watching reels too? That's pretty funny. But see, that the funny part about it too is that that's the nature of Facebook. That's the nature of Instagram. That's the nature of all of the social media platforms, is that even somebody that's their job, which again that gives me more proof that that's totally where everybody should be, because that they have it set up that somebody that is trained to do those things and knows that this is just their job, they even get sucked in. Like click, watch another reel, click, watch another reel. And probably like 20 minutes later, you're like, whoa, like where did 20 minutes go? Did I seriously just watch like 20 minutes of reels? Anyway, so I guess here's the question. Do you like being a VA?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you like about it? I mean, like you know, whatever your answer is what the answer is.
Okay. So, because being a VA, have to work at home. Plus, I have to, my family's there. Like, I could take care of them while working at home. I don't have to go out to commute, and as well as to like haggle with the driver because of like high fare. Like, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. That would drive me nuts. So how about you, 𝙤𝙪𝙧?
Oh, sorry. I was on double mute. I didn't realize. Oops. Sorry. So, this is my first time. Actually, you're my first client ever. And
Nice.
when I started my VA journey, I was really hesitant at first, but then I realized that this is something that I really wanted to do, and what I love being a VA. And I'm really thankful and grateful that you are my first client. Really, I cannot stress enough how thankful and grateful we are to you. And I am really lucky to have you as my first client, because I've been watching a lot of TikToks before, yeah, to be
Mhm.
honest. And I've but all about like business or other work at home opportunities. So I'm trying to find anything on TikTok that I could apply on. And then I've watched several videos on where they have clients who are not really that okay, not really good client, as they say. Yeah,
Yep.
because some of them, like, they have a story on where their client just did not respond to them, and then just like did not even tell them that like they terminated the contract without even telling the VA. So I was scared at first to try the VA, but then what I enjoyed when I tried it is it allows me to like make a difference, and I was able to explore my own skills and capabilities, unlike when I was working on a corporate job on where my yeah, my manager or management is not allowing us to grow and not letting us really to maximize our talent or skills and really improve more, and they're like more on nagging, so
Hmm.
there.
That's cool. Yeah. Um, what that's kind of the reason why a person like has a job, is so that they can like learn things. And they get like some sort of well, they get satisfaction out of what it is that they're doing. They don't feel like they're just going to work and just beating their head against a wall, and then having
Yeah.
managers like, you know, crawl all over their backs and like micromanage them and do all those other things. And
Yes.
so when that's funny, it's funny that you say that too, because like in America, like they say the same things, you know, if you ask them about like if they have like a normal regular job, that they say the same things, like, you know, I'm micromanaged, I'm this, I'm that. And I'll tell you the one thing that I know as far as like working with you guys, because I've worked with VAs before, and so I have a little bit of experience, that my how to say this effectively, if I knew how to do what I wanted you to do, then I would just do it, because I would know how to do it, right? And so what's interesting is that I don't know how to do what I need you to do, and so uh, I gave you the task, and then I let you train me. And that's what a lot of people don't really fully understand, as far as like just first off having an employee, and then secondly have a VA. You guys are smart. You're a lot smarter in a lot of regards than I am. I'm smart in you know, in some parts, like I'm a real estate broker. I know how to do real estate broker stuff. Okay. I don't know how to do the things that you're doing, but I let you train me. And so I guess here's the question on that, is that, do you like that approach? Like, here's what I need to have happen. Here's the goal. This is what we're going for. I don't, you know, here's where we're at. I don't know what we need to do in between there. So you guys figure out what we need to do in order to get us to the goal. And then, you know, like you just train me. Because that's basically what we've been doing. Does that work for you? I mean, do you like that type of an approach, as opposed to, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. So when you edit this video, Jessica, of course, you'll want to like chop out this part, you know, where I'm like, um, I do you kind of get what I'm trying to say? You know, have you ever worked for a manager that is telling you like, okay, here's where we need to be, here's where we are, and then they have you, instead of like taking the most efficient path to actually get to the goal, you know, they have you go over here, and then you're doing this, and then you're doing that, and then you're back down here, and then you're here, and then you're doing this, and then you're doing that, and then you're doing this, and then you're doing that again, and then you go back over here and do this, and then you're back down here again. And then it becomes really obvious to you, wait a second, this manager has no fucking idea what they're talking about. Like they know what the goal is, they know where we're at, but why won't they just let me do my job?
Yes.
You've run into that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And so you've got that approach, or you have this approach, which is my approach. And I like it because it's a lot easier on me. Here's where we are. Here's where we're at. You guys have particular skill sets that I know that you'll figure out a way to get there. So how about this? Work on getting from here to there as efficiently as we possibly can. And then we'll just check in and monitor the results as we move along and adjust as necessary.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So out of the two approaches, what would you say is the more effective?
The second.
Okay. Yeah. And I think so.
Definitely.
Okay, good. Yeah. Cause how it is on me too, with that type of an approach, is that I trust that this is what you're doing. Right. So here's where we are, here's where we need to go. You guys have skill sets and things that will get us there. I know that. And then, you know, we just have benchmarks that we're setting along the way and developing systems to get us there. And then I let you fill me in on what we're doing. And then I get trained on how these systems work. I have more free time. I'm much more calm. Much more calm. Because I did not used to be, I did not used to be, in fact, with in-person admin, I was never this calm. Because I was constantly having to like chase people down. And like with you guys, like I don't have to worry about that. Here's what happens with agents is that they think that they have to do everything on their own. And so then the next time that I talk to them, they're complaining about not having a high enough transactional volume. And then I'll talk to them about potentially leveraging out all of those things that, you know, are either A, non-dollar productive, and B, that they just hate doing. Like take that, leverage it out to a VA, because I'll tell you this, the idea of editing a video gives me anxiety. It gives me like, I think of what it would take to edit a video, and I have an emotional response to it that I get like, my hands get clammy, right? My neck starts getting tense. I don't know how to do it. I you know, like I don't want to do it. And then you're like, I love editing videos. And the point is that there's somebody that loves doing the thing that I hate. And that's what I'm trying to get other real estate agents to kind of wrap their head around, is that just because they hate it doesn't mean that everybody hates it. There's somebody that's out there that actually likes doing the thing that they hate doing, because that's just the way that their mind works. They love it. Like paperwork. I know people that love paperwork. Holy shit. That's like, my mind melts. I mean, my mind literally melts at the idea of somebody loving to do paperwork, but I've met them and they're normal people. They just happen to love doing paperwork. And if I can help real estate agents understand that one thing, just that one thing, that there are people out there that love doing the things that you hate, then their entire life changes at that point. They have more time that they can spend with family. They're more profitable because they're able to spend all of their time like focusing on dollar productive activities. So as a result of hiring a VA, they have more time and they have more money. But here's the thing that I really like about it, is that I am making a difference in somebody else's life. I like that. You know, like I would like to think, you know, that as the result of your association with me, that your life is just a little bit better. That makes me happy. So now I'm happier. Now I have more free time, which makes me happier. I have more money, which makes me happier. Like I have all these things that are lining up, which makes me happier. I don't see any downside to that. The problem that people have with VAs, you know, and virtual help is that they have not wrapped their mind around the fact that you are human beings. Which is terrible. Because I've coached other real estate agents that, you know, and I've coached them too. Like you do know that the VAs that you're talking about are like, you know, like they're people, like they have feelings. Like they're just like you. They're just like me. Like treat them well. Be nice to them. You know, like just how you would be to anybody else. And there are some people that I don't know whether they're like sociopathic or something, but it's like they don't understand that. Or they're so selfish. Maybe it's just selfish. It could be selfish. They might just be so selfish. I don't know.
And it's
Um,
just so sad.
Not only are you guys like real life people, but you're like amazing. So, and I've told you this multiple times, you're much more effective than people that have hired before. Much more. We need to work on getting results, but we're still building the system. So, you know,